I think I might have found a third ocean monument 1,000 blocks from the other two. I don't even know what to say about this. This is just... I don't think we're gonna be doing anything here. I don't think we need 3 ocean monuments. But it's just insane to see. Is this a 4th ocean monument in this area? Oh my god, if it's the 4th ocean monument, then we have found the 6th total in this world. While searching for a witch hut, we arrived at the Mooshroom Island. You might notice that right now the aspect ratio is a bit different than it is usually. This is because I can't be near the ocean monument without my FPS dropping drastically, so I have to switch to Windows if I don't want the footage to just lag a lot. I'm really excited to be on this island and have like an entire series here. Now, we're not going to be focusing on the island itself. This will just have like our temporary base or maybe our permanent base over here. And we're just gonna move like a bunch of stuff over here, or maybe make some stuff like, I don't know. We might just tear down the super smelter at our own base, or we just might build a new one here. It doesn't really matter to me. But it's just a convenience thing, I guess, at the end of the day. And yeah, there's the 2nd ocean monument, and those 2 ocean monuments are going to be the focus of this series. We also can't use the nether, which means that transporting items is going to be difficult because we can't use ender chests, we can't use shulker boxes, and we can't even have a nether transportation system. So it's going to be a difficult managerial process, and we have to be really careful with what we decide to bring over and when we decide to do it. Another good thing about being on a mooshroom island is the inability for hostile mobs to spawn. It's not going to be that relevant right now, but when we move on to the big project I have planned for these islands in particular, we're going to totally be using that to make something that couldn't happen at any other part of the world. I went to my main base real quick to get some essential equipment, and if you path it out efficiently, the journey isn't actually that long, and I don't think I'm that worried about getting stuff over here now. But the big thing still is conquering those ocean monuments, and we're not quite ready to do that. So I'm gonna go back to search for some witch huts so we can actually get water breathing potions. Since we're going to be spending a lot of time in this area, I started working on like some stuff. So you have an enchanting area that's not complete yet, we have some sugarcane here, we have our stuff here, and then a mine that isn't deep enough yet, but I'm gonna keep working on it. I finished up a new super smelter over here, so now we can smelt things efficiently. I've been setting up the base more. Now we have a full enchanting table and we have a map wall. But I made a pretty significant mistake in killing all of the mushrooms to get the books for the enchanting table, so now we don't have enough leather for the map wall. So I'm growing wheat, so if I can find the mushrooms and get them to spawn, I can just breed them and get more mushrooms. I also tripled the size of the sugarcane farm because I want more paper. I don't know if that's one of the ocean monuments you have seen before, but it's right next to this one over here, like, right next to this one. And how the fuck are there so many ocean monuments here? How the fuck does this area have so many ocean monuments? Like, are we going to get 3 of them? I guess we have to get that one because it's just so close to our island, but I don't even know, this is actually insane. Like, I genuinely can't believe how many ocean monuments there are here. I mapped out the entire area, so now you can see the entire Mooshroom Island over here, which is pretty massive actually now that I look at it. And here's the one ocean monument, and here's the second one. So I guess our base is now mostly complete over here, and we can just go and search for a witch now. Since there's a village pretty near to our island, I decided to get one of the villagers, and we're gonna get a second one, and then we can just have as many villagers as we want to, if we want to do anything with them. And since we're on the Mushroom Island, they can't get zombified or anything, so it should be like much better than it usually is. And I was finally able to get this villager into a hole, so now if we need to manage him, then we can do that. So we have a second villager now, which means we can breed as many villagers as we would like. However, maybe we should just go work on the monuments, but we could make an iron farm, we could make villager trading stuff, we could do all kinds of things. I think we might want to actually make a villager trading thing, so we can get enchantments and such. That would make the ocean monument a lot easier if we had those. So I think we might actually start working on the villagers now, instead of the monuments. I got some beds and I fed the villagers, so now I'm expecting the villagers to create some more villagers, and then we can just slowly start breeding them up. And we can also start trading, because we have a bunch of wheat that we don't really have any uses for, so we can just get some emeralds. And we can level up the villager more by just trading the emeralds we already have for some bread, and we also get plenty of XP for ourselves from doing this. And we got the baby villager, so the system works, and we can just expand it and get more villagers and just keep getting more villagers, and we can become the master of the villagers. Since we're going to be doing villager stuff, I expanded the sugarcane farm even further. So now we have a bunch of villagers here and all of the workstations I want, so we're going to have a lot of options to trade with. Now this is just a preliminary thing, it's not going to be like our actual village trading thing, but it's good enough to get some starter trades going. So apparently an iron column spawned, which is kinda annoying. I didn't think that would happen unless they were scared. I don't see how they could have gotten scared, so I don't really know what to do with this iron column, but I guess it's here for now. It's just stuck in the middle of this field. It took a while, but I managed to get 2 sheep and 2 cows, so now we can have a steady supply of leather and wool, which is going to be great because we need more pets and we need more leather. Building these farms was a pretty big process, but now they're expanded and they have another level. Now the wheat farm should not have been stacked because the lighting up process was an entire ordeal. And then I also needed to bring dirt and cobblestone from my old base. Now why am I using cobblestone? Because I think it looks cool. I think it looks cool to have these be like really basic farms, because I don't think I want them to look refined since they're completely temporary, and I will tear them down, and I think the cobblestone helps signal that. Our animal breeding efforts are going pretty well, and we now have a whole bunch of animals over here, and that's gonna be great because we're going to need leather and wool soon. The villager area is getting pretty full, and we're going to need some more benches and workstations, and there's an iron column here, the wandering trader, it's just completely packed, but we have slowly been trading and getting levels and stuff, so it's gonna be really cool to have like this area develop into like a more developed place, and then we can make an iron farm, then we can make villager powered farms, and it's all going to be great. I'm seeing a lot of potential over from here. I started enchanting my equipment, and now I have this diamond helmet, which is basically exactly what we wanted. And it only took me 1 try to get like the first helmet to enchant. It just turned out basically perfect. And now we also got the boots that I wanted. This took a few more tries, but it's still pretty cool. I've started enchanting my chest plate, and I'm gonna enchant my leggings, and once that's done, I might just try to do the ocean monument without waterproofing potions. That might be a giant mistake, but I think it's worth a try. So this is my setup. I have the perfect helmet, I have the perfect boots, I have a chest plate that's pretty close to being really good, and then I have the leggings that aren't that close, but they're good enough. And then I have the sword, which just has everything I would want on a sword. And then a shield and the best food I have right now. Now the thing is, I need to find something to give me air underwater. I don't know if doors work. Maybe doors work? I'm gonna see if doors work, because if I can get that, then I might be able to take down the ocean monument. So doors do work, so now I have everything I would need to be able to beat the ocean monument. Now if I still can't do it, then I can use golden apples and then try to beat it that way. But I think I don't need them. I'm gonna go see, and if it goes well, then we can beat it. If it doesn't, then we can get some golden apples, and it should be fine. I just beat the first Elder Guardian, so I'm pretty sure I can just take down the monument. And I got the second Elder Guardian. Sorry that I'm not filming the actual kills, but it's really difficult for me to talk and do something at the same time. So I'm gonna be back when I kill the third one and the monument gets conquered. And the final one is done, and I got that on camera, nice. Yeah, so this was actually easier than I expected it to be. The hard part was finding the Elder Guardians, and this also means that we can take out the other 2 ocean monuments, and then we can just start building stuff here, and it's gonna be really, really cool. All of the villager trading and enchanting and stuff just paid off. And yeah, this is great. We can actually start doing the stuff that I really, really wanted to do. I was so afraid of like getting to this point and having to like go get witch huts and stuff, and then like but then I just lucked out and found some villagers and got some good trades and got some levels. And now I can just use my overpowered enchanted gear to just take all of these monuments out. And that's gonna be great. That's gonna be great. Now the only thing is that if I happen to die, I'm fucked. I'm absolutely fucked if I die here. But we already took one out, so that's the important part, I guess. Excuse me. I'm barely in control of what I'm saying right now. I'm just excited. Yeah, but like, this is gonna be great actually, because like, we're gonna have 3 ocean monuments to just like play around with, and just do whatever with. And yeah, anyway, I have to escape here, so I have to stop the clip. So yes, see ya next time when I take out the next ocean monument. And I just cleared the second ocean monument. This is actually way easier than expected. It's just like the main difficulty is still finding the guardians, but once I have the guardians, like, and know where they are, it's not that hard to actually kill them. And once you get over being scared of the small guardian beams, it gets a lot easier, because like, it's pretty easy to tank them as long as you're not like targeted by 5 of them at once and just standing still. So it's mostly just about like moving around fast enough, and then finding the elder guardians, and then you can just basically kill them. These ocean monuments are pretty labyrinthine too, like it's really hard to know where I am and like find the direction. So right now I'm trying to get out, but like I have no idea where out is. Also, I'm really glad the doors can't get waterlogged, so I can just have them and have there. Without that, this would have been impossible. Or well, it would have been possible, but I would have needed to do the witch strategy, which would have been really annoying at the very least, because I tried to look for a witch for a long time, and I've got a few swamps, but like I never saw a single witch. So that was like an entire ordeal, and I'm really happy that I don't have to actually like go through that. I ended up just punching my way out of the ocean monument. Now there's the third one that I still have to get. But before doing that, I want to go back to my base and do some farming and stuff. So I'm here at the last elder guardian I have to take down. So I decided why not record it, even though the commentary will be like absolutely bad. But I think I'm good enough at the fight to be able to do it and talk at the same time, even though this is going way worse than all of the fights that I wasn't talking for. Oh, but yeah, it's mostly about just like getting enough hits in and then hiding and then just getting more hits in. And then my sword is just good enough that, yeah, it doesn't take that long. So now every single one of the ocean monuments is now conquered. This feels good. This feels good. And this is the good start for a series, because these are the 3 things that we're going to be working on. Now, realistically, I don't think we will get to working on all 3 ocean monuments, because each one of them could take a series on its own, except like I want to preserve one in basically the form that it was in, except I'm going to change the interior, obviously. So the thing is, this series will have one actual big build, and then just clearing out the other ocean monument, which is going to take a long time still, but it's not going to be like a giant build in the same way that the other ocean monument build will be. Then I guess the third ocean monument will have to happen in a different series, and I think I already have an idea for what I want it to be. But that might be way too ambitious, and I don't quite know how the scale will work out, considering everything that I have planned, but that might actually be a really cool thing, or it might be a kinda lame thing. I know, I haven't gotten that far yet. But yeah, since we have 3 to work with, there's a ton of stuff that we can do, and there's gonna be 2 big builds. It's just great to have all of this done. It's just great that I'm just finished with the PVM. Oh, I'm getting pretty exhausted. I've basically been playing Minecraft straight for like all day yesterday. I was just playing Minecraft, and then all day today I've also just been basically playing Minecraft. And now this isn't going to be the end of the episode quite yet, because I want to fill out the map, and that's gonna be where the episode ends, and that's gonna take a bit more. But I think I'm basically done with this episode. Yeah, I'm just at a loss for words at the moment. So while I was editing the video, I realized that I never actually showed the final evolution of a bunch of things in the base area. So this is our chest area right now. It's completely disorganized, and it has this automatic composter because you have a lot of seeds. And then we have our smelter here, and our giant sugarcane farm over here, and then our giant wheat farm over there. I don't want to show the map quite yet, because that's going to be the big reveal. Over here we have our enchanting corner with our table and our anvil and our grindstone. And another view of the big wheat farm. And here's the villager area with way too many iron columns. As you can see, we have some of the villagers at the diamond tier, and I've been doing a lot of trading, and the iron columns have just kept spawning over here in this area for some reason. I just need to get to killing them at some point, but it's not now because they're really hard to fight. So here's our cow room with a bunch of cows. There's just a ton of cows here. So many cows, I can't even count how many cows there are. So this is going to be enough leather forever. At least hopefully. I don't think I'll have any problem with just getting enough leather, especially because you have looting free on our sword. So every time we kill a cow we can get like free leather pretty easily, and that's pretty cool. And here's the sheep pen. It's a lot smaller because we're not going to be killing any of the sheep, so we don't need as many of them. And finally, the giant map of the entire area. We have the 3 ocean monuments. One of them is here, the second one is here, and the third one is over there. And then there are all of the other islands. Now, getting this in the right orientation was kind of a difficult process because a lot of the maps were just empty and blue, and I had to make sure that I had the right map still, because if you ever build something over there, I wanted to show up. And there's also the thing where I think a good goal for like a really long-term thing would be to have something in each of these maps, so to just like populate the entire area with like just cool stuff. But that's very far off in the future, because right now we're just going to start working on the ocean monuments and stuff that we're going to be building over there.